Hi friends, this is Gwen from Gwen the Trash Witch. Today I'm here to show you the hashtag for Deck the Year, which is hosted by Penny's Crafty Creations. And this is where you take you take a card and you alter it. And you can alter it any way you want. There's no prompt that goes with it, so you can take it in any direction that you're feeling, which I'm a little concerned with the direction I'm going today. I watched yesterday a live with Kim Polton, and she was doing some really neat art with taking a paintbrush, dipping it in paint, and then not looking at what she was doing and just coloring blobs with the paint, and then going back and making monsters out of them with just a black ink pen. So it looks so fun, and I am no artist, but I did make a couple monsters. So here's my paint blob that I turned into some kind of a monster. Now, she and the partner that was live with her, they were artists, and they were making these beautiful monsters. But it was so much fun that I wanted to participate. So here's my card. I went ahead and put some scrapbook paper down. It's this page, and then took the paint that was out on the desk here. I went around and did some edging and let that dry so that that would be dry for us. So I have my little paint monster. I have some pieces here. I had one more, but he seems to be missing. I should have double checked that I had everything, but that's okay. Oh, there it is, 3. So these are the negatives from the flowers that I paper punched for the August mixed media journal that I'm working on. So I thought what we'd do is we give it some background other than the paint and the splatters of the pink paint that I put down. And I knew I needed to put him on black so that he'd pop a little bit more. And then I had these negatives, and they're not going to show up too terribly much on that busy paper, but that's okay because it'll just give it some texture and make it a little more interesting, as if my silly little paint blob monster wasn't interesting enough, right? Okay, we'll put this last one down over here. And then I thought, since he's gonna go kind of in this area, I thought we'd put a little bit of black just so he's on more of the black and not the busy paper behind. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on this corner, maybe a little bit more. And then we'll cut that off. So here's the back of my card. And we'll trim that off. Actually, this is the side of the paper that is pretty cool. It's like you can't see it, it's like a metallic, but I needed black, and that was the black that I found. Okay, so we have that. Now I'm wondering if I take my pen, one of these is running out, so I brought both of these Uniball pens out. I'm not sure, they could be both running out. I love using this. So why don't we just go around, let me try the other one, make sure that one isn't maybe better than the other one. Nope, I think I had the good one. It may be time to buy some new ones. Okay, there we go. But yeah, Kim's live yesterday, so impressive. I just have wanted to be able to draw my whole life. My older brother was an animator artist, and he could just sit down and I just beg, please draw me something, and he could just come up with the cutest things. So I didn't get that gene, but I try. Let me bring you in a little closer. There we go. Okay, can you see that better? So just some messy inked lines. And now let's get this guy down. And of course I didn't bring my book over. Should probably be Mod Podging him down with all these little pieces of him. Get him down. Yeah, I like that his face is on the black. The paint that I used yesterday was just this paint that I had out from working on the artisan journal prompt, my ice creams. So let's see. I don't want to go too fast on this. When I go super fast on the outlining, I'll end up drawing like a black line around his face or something. And of course, with all the paint and yeah, I guess just mainly paint, but even this isn't showing up real well. That's okay. I kind of like the messy look when you outline with the pens. And let's see if we can get the white to show up at all. Just kind of makes him more of the focal point here. So, as I was saying, they were creating just the coolest looking monsters. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the lady. Jean was her name, but I'm not sure what her page is. Her YouTube page. But she, oh my gosh, she was making things just look incredible. Okay, so there's my little paint blob monster. And of course, there was more than one. So this was the other little guy I created. I know I mentioned to you other times when my daughter comes out to see what I'm doing. So she came out this time and she saw these little ink blob monsters, or ink paint blob monsters, and she was like, "Well, what is it, Mom?" And I'm like, "It's not supposed to be anything, honey. It's a monster." So, yeah, they're not supposed to resemble really anything real. They're just paint blobs. But I had so much fun with it, and I hope you like these. They're kind of silly, and I really wasn't sure what was going to happen when I started to create different things with them. But here's two on the altered playing cards, so I can share those with you this week for hashtag Deck the Year, which is a wonderful open collaboration. And if you haven't joined, you still can. And there are lots of really fun cards to go see that you can follow the hashtags. So that might be fun for you to do. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me today. As always, I appreciate your time. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, and of course, I'd really love to hear your comments today on my paint blob monsters. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.